Now, which of the following illustrated works during the time of Mughals are matched correctly? Okay, so here again, this is a very detailed explanation we have given about the Mughal school of painting. Okay, there's a complete art and culture notes here it's given because many prelims questions have come from this section. Okay. So if you see, Tuti Nama is the first painting under Mughal school of painting. Okay, like we have seen many questions like Pahadi school of painting, Kangra school of painting, like that many schools are there. Okay, Bengal school. So Mughal also there is a school of painting, and in that the first painting is considered to be this one. Okay, Tuti Nama. Even though many will be there, this is the most popular first one. Okay, then Hamza Nama is the cloth painting at the time of Mughals. This is also true. Okay, then this Rasmanama, if you see here, Persian translation of Ramayana. Here one small mistake is there. It is not Ramayana, it is Persian translation of Mahabharata. Okay, and this also is during the time of Akbar. All these things are during the time of Akbar. Okay, Akbar is the time only. I think Akbar and Jahangir is the one who expanded Mughal paintings and all to a next level. Okay, that we'll see how it originated and who stopped the paintings. Everything we'll see here. So, Rasmanama is a Persian translation of Mahabharata during the time of Akbar. Tutinama literally means the tales of a parrot. Its first version came along before Akbar. Hamzanama, tales of Amir Hamza, uncle of Prophet Muhammad during the time of Akbar. Okay, this is just what it is about. Okay, it's a tale of this Amir Hamza who was the uncle of Prophet Muhammad. So these everything now again in the time of Akbar. That can be also one UPSC question like whose timeline these paintings came. Now detailed notes. Mughal paintings were a unique blend of Indian, Persian and Islamic styles. The major feature of Mughal schools are paintings based on close observation of nature, fine and delicate drawing along with calligraphic text description, generally on border, high aesthetic merit, primarily aristocratic and mostly secular. So these, any term if they ask like what are the features of Mughal paintings in prelims, any of these words comes, it is correct. Okay, and it's a mix of Indian, Persian and Islamic style. Now, the reign of Akbar is known for the initial works of Mughal school done by Mir Said Ali and Abdus Samad Khan. Okay, so these two artists originally, right, it was employed by Humayun. Okay, Humayun is Babur's son. Okay, Babur is the first king. Then there's Humayun. Humayun, when coming back from Iran, he brought back these two artists into India. And then during the time of Akbar, they started contributing a lot of work to the Mughal school. So apart from the celebrated duo, that is those two people, more than 100 painters were employed. Most of them were Hindus from Gujarat, Gwalior and Kashmir. The collected and constant efforts of these artists gave birth to a new school of painting, popularly known as Mughal School of Miniature Paintings. The two most celebrated works accomplished during the time of Akbar are Tutinama and Hamzanama, which I told you, okay, in the above paragraph. Now, this Tutinama seems to be the first work of Mughal school. The parrot tells the 52 stories in consecutive 52 nights, and these stories he teaches some moral stories to the owner. The work was completed in a span of 5 years under these two people, Mir Said Ali and Abdus Samad. The text was written by Naqshbandi, an ethnic Persian physician and a Sufi saint who had migrated to Badayon. It was wrote in Persian. Okay, so this is the complete thing about this book. More than this, don't study anything. Like what is it about, who are the painters, who is the writer of that story, that much only is needed about this thing. Okay, and it is during the time of Akbar. Then there is Hamzanama, a more refined and developed work is the Hamzanama, which contains the illustration on cloth. Okay, originally consisting of 1400 leaves in 17 volumes. These paintings were based on Persian Hamzanama or Daste-e-Amir Hamza. Amir Hamza was the uncle of the Prophet of Islam. Hamzanama was extremely fanciful story which was disliked by Babur but was so much enjoyed by his grandson Akbar that he commissioned the court workshop to create and illustrate manuscripts on this fable and took 14 years to complete. Okay, the other one took 5 years to complete, this took 14 years to complete, and Babur did not like the story but Akbar grandson liked the story. Okay, then these illustrations went beyond the storytelling and brought into existence some dazzling images glowing with jewel-like colors. The initial painting shows the Persian Safavi style with brilliant red, blue, green colors predominating. The later work shows Indian tones. So like this, it's a very colorful thing and it took 14 years to complete. It's a story about the uncle of the this Prophet Muhammad. Okay. Then later Jahangir comes. Under Jahangir, the Mughal school paintings acquired great charm, refinement and dignity. The Emperor Jahangir had a great fascination for nature and took delight in the portraits of birds, animals and flowers. Okay. And another thing you should know, by the time Jahangir comes, British people also enters India. So the portrait painting concept also came because they also, you know, they make a lot of portraits that time. There is no photography invented at that time. Okay, photography came, I think, in 1850s or later only it came. But before that, everybody used to make portraits. So Jahangir also had that thing in the 16th, 17th century. So the best example of the period is the portrait of Jahangir himself, who is shown holding a picture of the Virgin Mary in his right hand. Some other illustrated manuscripts of Jahangir's time are Animal Fable book titled Ayar-e Danish or Anwar-e Sunawali. So this, if UPSC ask, self-portrait, then this Animal Fable book and all, it's in Jahangir's time. Then most of the paintings created during the time of Jahangir depict the Darbar scenes, portraits, bird, animal and flower studies. So all these things, okay, nature related things are there in Jahangir time. Now these are different famous painters, like two painters I told you during the time of Humayun and Akbar. These are the several painters under the time of Jahangir. Okay, this Akka, Riza, Abul Hasan, Mansur, Bishan Das, Manohar, Govardhan, Balchand. So both Hindu and Muslim names you can see here. Okay. So then Ustad Mansur was a court artist of Jahangir. Okay, this also you can by heart. Ustad Mansur was a court artist of Jahangir who specialized in depicting plants and animals. He is best known for two paintings, one of which is a Siberian crane and another is a Bengal florican. These are two birds. Okay, and he's also remembered for painting the dodo bird. Okay, dodo is the extinct bird which doesn't exist now. It is a flightless bird. It cannot fly. So that is now not there. So the paintings of these three are very famous and this is the person behind it. Then Bishan Das was praised by the emperor as an unrivaled in the art of portraiture. Okay, so he is good for portrait. Okay, these people are good for animals, birds and all. He is good for portrait. In 1613, Bishan Das was sent on a diplomatic mission to Persia to paint the Shah's portrait. Persia means Iran region. He remained there for 7 years and returned happily with an elephant as a gift. The artists who were employed in the imperial government were known as the first grade artist. Okay, so first grade artist, if they are appointed in the government, it's called first grade artist. The works accomplished by these first grade artists is known as imperial Mughal painting. Okay, so there is Mughal painting, Mughal miniature painting, then there is imperial Mughal painting if they are the court kind of people appointed by the government artist. Now, but the artists available to the provinces were of inferior merit. Thus, the works accomplished the provinces are this thing, popular Mughal. Meaning, if it's not that in the government appointed one, it's the province people, province artists, then it's called popular Mughal painting or provincial Mughal painting. Okay, so imperial Mughal, popular Mughal, provincial Mughal. Now, which possessed all the important characteristics of the imperial Mughal painting, but with some inferior quality. The example paintings of the provincial Mughal paintings are Razmanama, Rasikapriya, Ramayana, all of which are created in 2 decades of the initial 2 decades. So these are all under the popular, meaning the provincial painters, not the other one. Okay. Then the later Mughals, meaning after Jahangir. The refined quality of Mughal school was maintained under the reign of Shah Jahan. You know, Shah Jahan also was very, like he kept the painting, architecture, Taj Mahal he built, everything he was taking care. Okay, and importance was given to portrait. But then the Puritan king Aurangzeb, okay, who was not that kind of a secular person, he was more orthodox, he was more implementing, like you say, like Islamic rules, Islamic taxes on Hindus, many things were there under Aurangzeb. So he did not encourage art. Okay, UPSC long back asked a very strange question like, which is the king who removed all the paintings from the court or something like that. That time I think answer was Aurangzeb. Okay, you can go and check that previous year question. So that kind of thing is there. So he did not encourage this, and most of the quality of Mughal painting was lost under Aurangzeb. This was the time of mass migration of court artists to provinces, and later Bahadur Shah tried to revive the art. Okay, later one king, Bahadur Shah, tried to revive the art, but after him the school became lifeless and worthless, much like the later Mughals. Okay, so this much detailing is there, and I'm sure I have made few more questions, because after this there will be a Muhammad Shah Rangila, one king will come. He also tried to revive art and culture and all, but again it failed. So in later questions you will study again. Vaishya's test series covers everything. Okay, whatever you need for a UPSC exam, entire thing will be there in detail. Each question gives you a concept and topic, so you don't have to worry about any other notes or any other lectures and all. Okay, lectures if you do, you will get the theoretical part, lot of it, and questions when you see in our test series, your studies gets complete. Okay, that is how we have designed this. So please take it seriously. Who have not enrolled can enroll also. So that's up to you. Now the next question.